Hi, I'm Priyanka Evangeline, your internet speech language pathologist. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel so you get more information. And in this video, I am going to show you the materials that I bought at a book fair and how I'm going to use these books and toys to teach language concepts to the children who I take therapy for. So are you ready? Here are the materials that I bought. I'm going to show you how I use this material or plan to use these materials in therapy so that you also get an idea of how you can use the toys and books you already have at home to teach your child. So the first material we're going to get through is flashcards. So you all already must have a lot of flashcards at home brought to teach your child. So I'm going to tell you how I use this. So what I do with it, I'm going to tell you based on a very young child and a bit of a older child. So for a very young child, what you can do is you can just open the flashcards and sit with your child and just go through, mess around, find different objects with your child. For example, you can put all the flashcards out on the table and then ask your child, let's find the baby or Papa. Let's find Papa. So then you take each flashcards. No Papa. No Papa. Again you take another flashcard. Papa, baby. And again, baby, baby, wah wah. So you can find ways to talk to your child using just one word throughout with the whole toy or with the whole set of flashcards. And the next time you can try to find the animal. Animal, hop, hop. Oh, another animal. No animal. Or Papa again, baby. So you can play with just one word for a very young child. But you have an older child, you can go on to describe the flashcards. For example, you can instead of just saying cry with this, you can say baby, green blanket. You have a blue blanket. Where is your blanket? In the room. Let's go get the blanket. And again you can do close and open with the blanket. This is you can not just use a flashcard for what it is, but you can use flashcards in different ways to play and teach different concepts. So I've shared this picture. I will put it here. I'll share a picture with all my parents. There is labeling, which is the first language concept that children know. So for example, when they see this, they just say bunny or rabbit. And when they see this, they say turtle. That's good. That is language. But after labeling, there are different, more higher forms of language functions and communicative functions that children has to know. For example, associating. So for example, they see a turtle, they should be able to say slow, or if they see a turtle, they have to remember that they saw the turtle somewhere else in a story, and turtle and hare and turtle, or turtle race, turtle shell, turtle beach. So they should immediately be able to retrieve these concepts. So different hierarchies of language functions. You can work on each level with your child. You don't just have to work on labeling with flashcards. Next, I have all these new storybooks that I have brought, but I can't go through each storybook with you. I'll show you the pictures of the books, but I will go through the series. For example, these two books I am using to teach the same concept. Actually, these three books I will use to teach the same concept, and these five books can be used in a different way. So I will separate it and tell you. When you buy books, one thing I want you to look for a child with a delay in communication is the book has to be quite simple. It should not have too many colors and pictures that are distracting. You can still buy those books and use those books, but maybe in times when you're not teaching your child and you're just using that time to bond with your child. But apart from that, when you're involved in active teaching, you have a plan to go through. That time I would prefer you buy books like this, which have just one picture and one or two lines with this. This is a good type of book to start. There are many types of books like this. You just have to search and find them. And this is another storybook which is similar. So you have a big picture, one clear big picture, and just one line. Similarly, I found this book which I was very impressed with, and I really liked because this type of book. This is by Spider Books. If you can find it, would be good, because see, this is why I like this book. It's quite big and the pictures are good, but what I really like is the text. The text is big and it's bold and it's not very small like how you see in this book. Right? So you can see the difference here. I like this because for our early readers, especially for our children between 3 to 5, this book will be helpful because it teaches them print awareness, which is an early literacy skill. So children have to know that text begins from the left side of the book and moves to the right, and they learn sight words. When if it's so big and bold, it's very easy to read and look and capture the image. So sight words are easily learned with this type of books. So I would recommend you can get this book, which is, it comes with many stories. This is the deer story, and this is the thirsty crow, which is a very famous favorite among all children. This is another favorite story, and this also. So you can see these books are quite good. They don't have a lot of text. It's very simple and has big text. So that's the most important thing here. Okay, and I got this book, which is a book on elephants. So they have a series of different types of books. This is by Alka Publications. So I got this book especially because I have a child coming who likes elephants a lot, who's very fascinated with them. So this has different pictures. So for I'm sure that they have the same type of book for different animals, different vehicles, and different fruits too. So if your child especially likes a certain fruit, I have another child who likes train, but I couldn't get the train book in this place, but I know there's a different type of book, board book with trains. So I have placed an order for that. So what I do is, I just go through the book. So let's say your child is 3-year-old and they like a certain animal or a certain bus or a car. There are books for specifically for buses and cars. So each page you turn, you just look at the page, give your child a few seconds to go through the page, and then you say bus or elephant or train, and then read the things. For example, here you can say elephant reading, elephant book. So don't use a lot of language, use small chunks of language to teach your child, but more meaningful language. So here you can say, the text says that elephant is the largest mammal. So you can say elephant is big, like that. Again here it has two stuffs. So you can say elephant has 2 horns, elephant has 2 horns again. So you can take each picture of the page and use it to teach different language concepts to your child. So these 3 books, I was very impressed with these 3 books because I got a lot of ideas here. So I'll just tell you. This one especially I want to use, it has pictures of activities where different people help us through different stages of life and how we say thank you. So what you can do, you can just take this picture. For example, here the boy is saying thanks to his mom. So you can again talk to your child about this and take a picture of mom or dad or grandma and say thank you grandma to the picture. Or if they are also at home, around at home, then take the picture, go to the person and say thank you for the food, thank you for the clothes, thank you for the toy. Like that you can just go through each one and model it in real life in your house. So the child knows to associate the concept that they learn in the book with the real life situation. This book, another book similar, you can teach the children the concept of help, which is a very important skill for any child to learn. So help actually is one of the core words or functional words that we teach children initially, because if they are in a difficult situation, they should be able to ask for help or call for help. So this is a very important word to teach your child. Use it, talk about each thing and then again each page, and also do it at home and say help in this situation. Teach and model those words. Another way I use this is using AAC. So for children who are using an AAC device, I will go through each page, I will read the page, and I will model that specific word on the AAC device. And with each page, I can get up to 15-20 models. So this is very good to teach words even with an AAC device. This is another book again by Alka Publications. So this is again used to teach different language concepts like this and that for older children, and yes or no too. So you have pictures here with questions, and again you can ask, you can just have the picture, describe the picture, and then you can talk about the questions. And start with simple questions. Is this a teacher? Yes. Are they at home? No. Are they at home? No. Are they in school? Yes. So you can again use simple questions and then go to the questions in the text. And when in this shop, I saw a lot of books which had concepts with children who had blonde hair, or children who were chasing a raccoon. So these type of things are not very relevant to the Indian context, and that is when I found these books. This is a series called the Sawan. I'm not sure how I'm pronouncing it, but this is a publication by Manoj Publications. I like this book because it had a lot of Indian context depicted in it. So here we can teach our child, they are more familiar with this type of cow with the horns and with the bell around the neck, and farming. So these are again good books to teach our children more relevant concepts to our Indian culture. The cost of these things I forgot to mention. So most of these books come around 40 to 60 rupees. For example, these spider books, each is 60 rupees. Each of this book is 60 rupees. This Indian concept book is just 40 rupees, which is a great buy. And these books again, these yes or no Alka Publication books are again 40, I think, 50. Sorry, they're only 35. Okay, and this one, the yes and no, is only like 40 rupees. If you are liking this video, consider subscribing to the channel so you get more videos and information. Okay, so this is another toy that I bought. I find that in therapy, most of my children, they really like animals. So I have a few children who like animals a lot. So I thought this toy will be helpful. This toy is helpful because it teaches them what the animal eats. So let me just open it up and show you. These are the cards. So this is how it looks. You can again use this one to teach association concepts. You can use it to build language. For example, you can remove this part and you can keep two different foods, and you can ask, what does a dog eat? And you can talk about the dog. Dog is sleeping. Dog likes bones. So again, the word like I would model with an AAC device. Or I can even teach, what do you like to eat? What does dog like to eat? Again, say for example, banana. Most children like banana. So you like banana. Monkey like banana. Monkey eat banana. So you can again stimulate different concepts like this. So these are the different animals available and the pictures. Now this costed me around $2.99. I'm not sure it is it's a good toy, because see, if you can open, when I open it and you can see they have a lot of unnecessary packaging materials here, and the cards are really small. So I think this is a little bit deceiving, because you think you're getting a big thing, but actually it's very less inside. This is another toy that I was really looking forward to buy. When I saw it, I just wanted to have it because this teaches rhyming words. So rhyming words, and for child to be able to understand the concept of rhyme in words is a very important phonological skill. So phonological skill is again part of the early literacy skill that we were talking about, which was print awareness. Similarly, rhyme detection is what we call it, is also a early literacy skill. So this material, I would use it for my children who are beginning to read and write, who is beginning to go to first standard and UKG. Also for children who have a hearing loss, wearing a hearing aid, this can be very helpful because it teaches them the concept of rhyming. Here again, package is a little bit deceptive, but it's okay. We're looking at the material. So the material is like this. So it has simple cards like this, and you can so it has visuals, which is very easy for child to understand. shirt and skirt, same sound. So you can teach again this concept of same sound, similar sound, shirt, skirt, and children like to play with the sound. This is a very important skill again, because it teaches a child that words are made up of different sounds, and when sounds are combined in different ways, they sound different. And when I combine these two sounds like this, it sounds like this. So the sound knowledge develops for our kids, which is very important to later reading and writing skills. So this is a phonological skill. Again, you can teach yourself. I'll just show you some of the cards. So this is bear and pear. The visuals are actually very helpful for children to understand and concentrate on the activity too. I was actually planning to make a material like this, but when I saw it was already ready-made available, I thought it was good, and it was only 250 rupees, which is very inexpensive for me, because if I was to make this material, it would take me a lot of time, take me printing, laminating. It was a big deal, so I thought this was a great material for me to have. The next one I have is this one, which is link opposites. These are again great association games and cards, but one thing to remember when you have puzzles and games like this which child holds in hand, don't just allow your child to fix it and manipulate it, but also give a lot of language stimulation as you're teaching this. For example, if you take this one, so the concept here is in, but you can teach more things like in the box, cat is in, where is the cat, is it outside, no, is it inside, yes, cat is in the box. So don't just give it to your child to fix it, but talk about it more, ask very little questions, don't bombard your child with too many questions. Again here, for example, here you can say boy is lifting, so another verb you can teach, lifting, then lifting high, lifting low. Again you can teach those concepts. You can make your child imitate, say high, 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 low, 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 and you can teach different concepts with just one picture. So don't statically ask your child just to fix it, but talk, give a lot of language. So again, there's an emotion too, sad and happy, what happened, ice cream fell down, girl is so sad, when will you be sad? So if something happened in the past week when the child became very upset and sad, you recollect it to them and teach them, and again keep emphasizing the word sad. So in this way, give a lot of language stimulation as you play with your child using different toys. You might have a lot of similar toys to this at home, and most often I see parents that if they want to teach, they want to teach and they don't know how, so they just buy a lot of things and try different things. But I would not recommend buy too many things, because you don't need external tools to teach language. With the right techniques, you can teach language. So the technique is more important than the material you have. Material is supplementary, but how you speak, what you speak, these are the most important things when you teach a child. Because language is a very natural process and it has to happen in natural situations and environments through play. So you don't need fancy materials. Use the materials at home, don't go keep buying many things. Use the ones that you have at home, but use the ideas that I have told you in this video to teach language. This is what I also tell my parents during our parent training programs that I conduct online, so that you don't need to go out of your house and search for specific materials. I ask them to send me pictures so I can teach them how they can use materials available at home to teach language. I currently have a free theory of mind course going on. I've released 2 videos. I have 5 to 6 videos planned. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and check out that playlist, which I will link above, and you can get more information to help your child. See you in the next video. Bye.